Hi guys, it's me, Jobi-J, Jobi, your girl Joy, Jobi. Just want to say hi to everyone. This will be the first of many vlogs that I will be doing by request and demand. It's been something that people have been pushing me to, and I felt maybe this was now the right time. It had been on my mind before, but I was not probably in the right place to do this kind of video. So yesterday, in one of many groups that I'm in, it was said, when's my book coming out? I don't know when, guys, but maybe soon. But it was also encouraged that maybe I do vlogs, and so I was like, okay, what am I going to talk about? I have a lot of opinions about a lot of things. Most people know me. But they thought maybe I should talk about what it is to be a black woman, what it is to be a black woman in relationships, and what it is to discern the kind of person that you're with over a period of time, and the red flags or the green flags and things like that. So today's topic, gosh, I haven't really got a clue. Actually, yeah, I'm going to start with self. Before you can go into any relationship, you must understand yourself. You must understand your flaws. You must understand your assets. You must also accept these parts of you and your being. You must also embrace the silence that comes in life, as well as the noise that comes with it as well. And I say this because our lives over a period of time is very much consumed. Right now it's actually Christmas Day, and I'm actually by myself, hidden away somewhere in a small part of London, and I needed that time to myself. I spend most of the year with people, whether I live with them, family, or I'm working with them, or you know, I'm just in transit and I'm hearing noise and I'm listening to the radio, figuring out what's going on in the world. But I just needed the next 2 to 3 days to myself, and to praise myself on some things I've done really well this year, and to criticize myself on some things that I probably could have done a lot better, and you know, put my hand up, take ownership. I messed up, wasn't as great as it should have been, and in doing so, there's nothing an outsider can tell you about yourself that you don't already know. And I say that because we have to be careful not to allow people to project their insecurities onto us. I'm, like I said, by myself, and people are like, oh, you're by yourself for Christmas, da, 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 da. And I'm not feeling bad. I'm happy, you know. So in being true to thyself and knowing thyself, it's also knowing when to tell people, actually, whoa, that's how you may feel if you were in the situation, but where I am right now is a very phenomenal place, because I have silence, I have time to reflect, I don't have, you know, people to have pretentious conversation with, because let's be honest, sometimes we do, you know, we're following the act of Christmas and the whole hype and the whole pressure. And you know, I'm a Christian, it boils back to Christ, you know, even though I may question whether Christ was born on the 25th of December, but you know, for me it's just a day to reflect, or season I should say, to reflect, to analyze myself, to pat myself on the back for where I've actually got it right this year. So you know, I would like us to start the journey of discerning in terms of relationships and what we want, what we aspire, who to fall in love with, to start with ourselves, because you can't expect someone to love you and, you know, take you as you are when you don't accept you as you are. So all these sisters, brothers trying to lose weight and haven't, there comes a time where you just have to accept that you are you, lumps, bumps and all. I'm not saying don't be healthy, be healthy, but don't kill yourself about it. You are wonderfully and fearfully made, and until you get that into your psyche, you know, it's going to be hard for someone to even approach you, because you're so stuck in the negativity of self. I don't look slim, I'm not thick enough, I don't have the big boobs, I don't have biceps, I don't have... When you let go of all these things, because it's just a temple, it's fleeting, it will die and go back to the earth, but it remains. What matters is your soul and the interactions that we have with other souls while we're walking on this earth. And I'm not trying to be poetic, even though it comes across like that, but it's true, you know. So, you know, one of the guys on the group said some things that, you know, inspired this whole vlog. And what I would say is, you know, be true to you in everything you do. Trust your intuition. Take a time out. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong in switching off your phone and telling the world, look, I need to do me. There's some things not quite right, or there's things going really great, and even in the great moments, I still urge people, take time out and reassess. Many great people have fallen because they did not assess, even at the top and the height of where they were. So I'm believing that on this journey that you guys will take with me on to truth, onto understanding, onto acceptance, onto some element of knowledge, we will start this new year on a different tone. I don't make New Year's resolutions, but I have decreed and declared over myself that 2018 will be a year of fulfillment and contentment. And I say that because we can be so consumed with what other people are doing. And I've just decided to walk into 2018 with blinkers on. I feel like I've run a really good race 2017. My business has picked up. I've been on a trip of a lifetime to Kenya. I have met some incredible people. I've got a tribe and they know who they are. But yeah, it's been great. Where I have fallen short, it was probably entertaining the people in my life that only deserved a short period or a moment, and sometimes not even a hello, if I were honest. So those are the things, you know, but I've learned to let go a lot easier this year. There was something I watched the other day via Oprah Winfrey, and she said, you know, sometimes you've got to divorce your family and friends, and I'm totally in belief of that, because sometimes even though you love these people, they don't bring anything positive to the table, and you are carrying dead weight on the journey of life to reach your full and optimal potential. And it's not to say that you can't reconcile along the way, and I feel sometimes some people are just at different levels at different stages of life, and eventually sometimes they meet up, but you need to understand that, you need to determine that, and you need to be the captain of your own ship. So with that said, guys, I'm wishing you guys the last few days of 2017 to be exceptional, to be great, to be a period of healing, of clarity, and for 2018 to be what 2017 almost was but wasn't. For 2018 to be a year of peace, of harmony of oneself and situations, and 2018 to be, like I said, I think to be content. Social media has us going crazy, and I say that because there was another conversation that came out of the group, you know, this fake lifestyle and everything else, and I think this is what we're fighting for, and really we should be fighting for peace. Peace within ourselves, peace in the interactions that we have as human beings, and not necessarily hustle to oppress people with the glitz and the glam, with the money, with the I'm bossed up or I'm a CEO. If you are those things, fantastic, but how many people have you carried along that journey? You know, how many people have you inspired? How many people have you encouraged? Have you tithed, quote unquote, some of yourself to encourage somebody else? So these are the things that we shouldn't lose sight of. It takes a village to raise a child, and we are that village. And for our individual selves, you are a child. You need to nurture. You need to take care of. You are your number one asset. And you also need to realize not everybody sees you as an asset and doesn't understand your worth or your value. But that being said, you need to know that for yourself. So when you come into situations where you are being spoken to in a certain way or being treated in a certain way, you can confidently step back or move away from that situation without losing who you are and your peace. So that's what I wish for you guys. I wish for you guys to have peace for 2018 and to have joy for 2018. So yeah, hopefully you will like and share, and let's start a movement of peace and, you know, being true to ourselves as we journey through life looking for our soulmates, looking for our purpose. So I wish you well, guys. Take care. God bless.